Yo, we're back, man. First video of 2022. It's crazy. This year went by dumb quick, or last year went by so quick, man. So fast. And dude, I've had so many troubles. Look, I got a new camera. Camera's not compatible with the software that I use for this MacBook. That's why I hate Apple, bro. Everything has to be like specifics, you know? For whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't. When I uploaded it, when I got the video from my camera to my to Final Cut Pro, it just, I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to get it. It was just confusing, bro, and it was frustrating. So now I'm back to this camera. I'm gonna get a different camera, exchange whatever. So just for the time being, I'll be back to this camera that I've been using. And then before that, I uploaded a video on Friday. On 12/31, I uploaded a video. It immediately got pulled for copyright, which I don't understand because I was doing fair use. And basically, in that video, I was just giving up. I just gave my opinion on fight of the year, or knockout of the year, and fight of the year. And I did my two fighters of the year, which was Rose and Kamaru. And then I did Rose and Kamaru for my fighters of the year for 2021. I did my knockout of the year was Derek Lewis versus Curtis Blades, and my fight of the year was Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje. I know there was a lot of great ones, but that one, back and forth, even exchange, it could have went either way. I gave it to those were my picks for the year for 2021, and I posted these, and I posted I don't know what exactly got me pulled, but copyright. But I didn't get a strike or anything like that, which is cool. So I just chalked it as a loss. But here we are, first video of 2022. Yeah, man. So before we even get into it, hit the notification bell for my future content. Like this video when it drops, all that good stuff. Subscribe. You know what it is. Anyways, I just wanted to come in. So we still don't get fights till January 15th, which is headlined by Calvin Kattar and Giga Chikadze, which should be a fun fight. That card's not the most stacked, but man, we haven't had fights in like it'll almost be a month to then. It'll almost be a month, a little over 3 weeks. Because, I mean, we went from December 18th to January 15th, no fights. But I did want to talk about some things that are in the news. I know Dana White and Jake Paul been going at it. I wanted to play a couple clips in regards to them. I got them on my phone at the laptop just because it's a lot more easier to access. It's a lot more easier to access for me. So I did want to do that. So Jake Paul first came out with a statement, right? He came out with a statement he challenged him. He said, hey, look, he said, hey, look, he gave him 5 or like 3 things like to do, and he'll quit boxing and he'll come and do a fight in the UFC versus Jorge Masvidal, which is kind of crazy because I don't think Dana would do it anyways, just because it just, I don't know. But anyways, the what do you call it? The conditions that he wants is for number 1, increase minimal fighter pay per fight to $50,000. It's $12,000 now. Number 2, guarantee UFC fighters 50% of UFC annual revenues, $1 billion in 2021. Provide long-term health care to all fighters. You previously said brain damage is a part of the gig. Imagine the NFL said that. There are many UFC alums who have publicly said that they are suffering from brain damage. You have 5 days to accept and to implement the above, which is those three conditions, by March 31st, 2022. Once implemented, I will immediately retire from boxing, enter USADA, and agree to a 1-fight deal with the UFC to fight Week Chin Jorge Masvidal. To all UFC fighters, time to take a stand and create value for yourselves and peers. You deserve higher pay, you deserve long-term health care, and above all, you deserve freedom. Support each other. I am not your enemy. I am your advocate who selfishly wants to KO a few of you to make some big bank. And those were his conditions, right? which it's not going to happen. But and then I think yesterday he tweeted out, you have a couple days left, which is now he has like probably 2 days left. I think he had 3 days yesterday. But today, and then Dana released this video. Dana released this video where he goes off and says,
"You publicly stated that I use cocaine. I do not. So I told you could randomly cocaine test me for the next 10 years. I believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids. So I want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years. And that thing that you came out with today, nobody on earth thinks that you really wrote that. You're too stupid." And for those of you that don't know, if you've ever watched one of his fights and you see when they do the stare down, the guy that's standing in the middle with the warlock nose and the big warlock wart on his face, apparently that's his manager. And that guy used to be an accountant for me. And let's just say this, he no longer works for me, and I think he's a scumbag. But if you two think that you can do it better than we do, we're doing this whole thing wrong, you can treat the fighters better than we do, knock yourself out. Go start your own business. It's easy to do. Get the warlock on it. The warlock can get it started for you. What you and the warlock should be focused on is your business. You're tanking. You can't sell pay-per-views. You're calling out Jorge Masvidal because he's a pay-per-view superstar. Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, Mike Tyson. These are all superstars. You're not. You can't sell pay-per-views. So
I disagree.
You do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm ready to roll, buddy. I don't use cocaine. Do you use steroids? Let's do this, Jake.
I disagree with that, though. Jake is a pay-per-view star. I don't know. We'll wait and see if domestically he did only sell 65. I just can't believe that. No matter what, I feel like he has more than 65,000 fights or people that'll pay for the fights. That last Tyron Woodley fight, the rematch, they said 65 domestically. I feel like he has enough kid fans that would pay for 65,000. I would think. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. But I would imagine, because if he said the first fight sold 500,000 and this one only sold this one couldn't even sell 100, I feel like he has enough fans to do that. Jake Paul has like teenagers, white American teenager kids that buy. That's the demographic that buys everything is like white teenagers. White young kids. You know what I'm saying? Girls and boys. And that's what I feel like he has. He has lots of kids that follow him, and lots of young white American kids have their parents buy them things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe it only did do 65. If that is the case, that's terrible. That's terrible. And they took a big loss on that because, for all the money they paid out to everybody, Showtime just paid I don't know how that makes sense then, because he gave Amanda Serrano over $1 million. He got over $1 million. He got millions. Woodley got millions, but they only did $3.8 million in revenue and pay-per-view sales. I don't know, man. Anyways, after that, this is what Jake Paul came out with and said. So, this is his response.
It is 2 weeks after my fight, and I am a fat bitch. I don't do steroids, and I take it as a compliment because there's no other excuse to me knocking out all of your champions and this kid does steroids. Look at me. Look at that. A fat bitch. If you steroid test me, then I want to steroid test every one of your fighters. You want to do it though, will you? I use cocaine. I'm in St. Bart's, one of the nicest beaches in the world. You're ruining my vacation. We were on a yacht party last night, me, Bill, Drake, everybody, Mike Tyson going crazy. You have been caught with cocaine and hookers every other week. I use cocaine. And you think that with all the money that you have, billionaire or some shit, that you would get some fucking Botox? Because your forehead looks like a motherfucking GPS Google map, all the lines in it and shit. I use cocaine. And you say Masvidal
Jake is the biggest troll, man.
Let's go to his last Instagram post. 5,000 likes or 10,000 likes or some shit. Do you realize that my mom, Pam, gets more likes than your pay-per-view superstars? Men lie, women lie. Dana
white lies, numbers don't. You want to talk shit about my manager, who was the CFO of your company, that helped you sell it to Endeavor, $4 billion?
Guy that's standing in the middle, apparently that's his manager. And that guy used to be an accountant for me.
You're just a jealous, ugly fuck. You don't know what true happiness is. You're the definition of a fucking unhappy billionaire who thought that money was going to make their lives better. I feel bad for you.
I use cocaine.
Long story short, you addressed nothing that I said.
I use
said
cocaine.
Challenge. I said I would fight MMA. I said that I would retire from boxing, and you avoided all of that shit. Also, instant replay, there was a fucking UFO in the back of this video. Side note, but like fucking Joe Rogan, aliens, we're all fucked. It shows that you are in a corner. You're a dog in a corner trying to fight to save his whole company, and the embarrassment that I've put you through, everybody sees it. And what you can't accept or love or appreciate is that I'm trying to change the sport forever. And you are one of the most selfish, capitalistic motherfuckers that I've ever seen. And everybody else needs you, Dana. I'm the only person that doesn't need you. And I don't give a fuck about you. But all these people, all your fighters, all of them, they can't say shit because you'll just bench them. You met your maker. I'm not going to stop. Welcome to the show, ladies.
I mean, he's making a few good points, but yeah, he's making some good points. But none of this is gonna happen, so it's all just I just wonder, because Dana always talks shit, and I'm just wondering, like, is he playing into the game just to, like, because controversy keeps the name out there, keeps things popping, you know what I'm saying? Because if he really didn't want to, like, do anything or say anything, he should just not say nothing and just let it disappear and fade away, because people would stop bringing it up if you stop talking about it. But since you talk about it, media is going to ask you questions, people are going to ask you this and that, and it seems like you get frustrated about it. But it's like, I think he's playing the game along with Jake. He has to be, because he keeps mentioning it. I think if he really didn't care that much, like, and it made him upset, he wouldn't respond at all and just say anything at all. But regardless, nothing's going to come from this. No one's going to fight. Jake Paul's not going to fight Masvidal. Masvidal's not going to fight him. Just won't happen unless Dana agrees and allows it, which just won't. It's not possible, because they're in contract, and Dana's not going to allow that shit, you know? Definitely not. But anyways, that's about it with them. And then I wanted to see, because Ariel and Dillon Danis were going at it back and forth online. I think Dillon Danis tweeted out first, Ariel, you're a bitch, or something like that, right? And then Ariel just roasted him online and came with this.
On my life right now, just like, I'm being real, on my life, you ask me right now the names of the two guys that you fought.
This is an old interview, though, by the way, right here. But after this, he tweets
my
come
garage, I'd be like, yeah, sure, you could come right here. I don't know.
Look, and then he tweets, hey, guys, this is what...
know the names of the guys you fought.
This is what Ariel tweeted. Guys, if you think life sucks right now, just think you could have begged 3 years to fight a O&O YouTuber, and 3 years later still not be popular enough or good enough to be considered for a worthy opponent for him. Imagine that. In other words, you could be Dillon Danis. That was Ariel's first tweet.
I probably don't do that.
And second tweet, hey guys, if I lose to Jake, I'll retire. Retire from what? Social media? You already don't fight. Anyway, maybe this will be the year he accepts your challenge, John. I personally hope he does, so you can leave us the F alone with your stupid tweets and lame social media skills. Save us, Scott Coker. The begging is unbecoming. Please, for the love of God, save us. I know, I wonder why he doesn't fight. Well, also, if he loses, it's over for him, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's Dillon Danis and Ariel Helwani. They've been going at it. I honestly, if Jake... I mean, that'd be a great fight for Jake, just because, like, he could get the whole MMA community behind him, because everybody would want him to beat up Dillon Danis, 100%. You know, that'd be the one time where, like, everybody. I don't know how much about the boxing community, but everybody in the MMA community would root for Jake Paul for that fight. I'm 100% sure. Yeah, not much, like, real shit going on. Nate Diaz talking his shit, still going at Conor, talking shit. I saw him post something. He posted a little video clip of him throwing little pieces in the first fight versus Conor. And he says, oops. Oh, that's my Audible. They recorded that too. But yeah, Nate tweeted out, my boxing's piss. I banked on your face, turned you into a wrestler, and then choked you, bitch. In reality, your whole country and belongings are mine. Plus, I made that fight and you took the bait. Then I made Masvidal's bitch ass. Don't forget, I make this whole shit spin. And it's just like a clip of him, like, during the first fight with Conor. When he beat him. Don't forget what's what, you little bitches. Nate's crazy. I wonder if they're going to do that Nate and Dustin fight. I think that's the best fight to make for both of them. At 170, just do it. Knock it out. You know what I mean? See what happens. Go with it. You know? I mean, not much else going on. There's really nothing. Mark Hunt challenges Dana White for Tita Brothers to fight after being ordered to pay UFC nearly $400K in legal fees. Damn, so Mark Hunt lost that legal battle, huh? Mark Hunt has been dealt a major blow in his ongoing legal battle with the UFC, and he has a fiery response to his former boss shortly. Come on, they're not going to fight you. Are you crazy? Mark the Samoan Hunt versus Dana, the Parasite, White, Lorenzo Fertitta, and Frank Fertitta. 5 rounds, MMA. These losers, Dana White, Frank Fertitta for Lorenzo Fertitta, has sucked the life out of many MMA fighters. Him and his scum friends, you win, I drop the lawsuit, I win, you pay for every fighter you have ripped off since UFC started. Now, who would pay to see that? Come on, Mark, no one's going to do that. No one's going to fucking... Generally, attorney fees, best served policy. This shit's been going on for a long time. The legal fee breakdown is as follows: $301,792. Attorney fees and $86,000, and costs totaling $388,235.22 for Hunt. Following his fight with Lesnar, competed 5 more times in UFC, 1 and 4 in those appearances. He completed his contract, and I think that one fight was Derek Lewis that he won. He completed his contract with the promotion in December 2018, but has not competed in MMA since. Damn. Well, yeah, that's not happening, Mark. Sorry, bud. I wish it went his way and he won, because Mark Hunt was sick, man. I love Mark Hunt. And he had a dope personality, like, fun guy. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Griminess. Anyways, that's about it. I'll probably tap in. What's today? Wednesday? Tuesday? What is today? Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. Sorry. Today's Tuesday. I'll probably get in by the end of the week, maybe next Monday, you know. If it depends on, unless something big happens, I'll come back in. Other than that, man, yeah. Like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good shit. I'm out of here. Peace.